All right, we're here for our weekly spot, the Maureen Spellman Coach's Corner. Coach, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Well, listen, we've talked a lot about on the field, events and performances over the course of the last several weeks, but we're going to step a little bit outside those boundaries here today. Kind of a little bit of a getting to know the team. So I'm going to fire some superlatives at you, and then just kind of come back with your first thoughts here.
Oh man, they're going to love this.
So let's start with the player most likely to forget something.
Tessa. Easy. Tessa, sophomore, interesting kid, real interesting kid. She's in the honors college. She's a very, very bright girl. But I swear, if her head wasn't attached to her, it would be on the bus. She's an interesting kid. She will definitely forget. She'll forget her stick. She'll be like, and so I catch her at practice. I'll look over and she'll just be like, da-da, like, or asking about glitter or talking about a candy bar that she discovered. She's an interesting kid. She would. This team would definitely not be the same without her.
Thank you, Tessa. Who's the team mom?
Olivia. Easy one. She's always making sure everything's going okay. Like, do we have this? Do we have this? Oh, make sure we have this. And it kind of shows on the field too. When we play our zone, she just makes sure everything is going okay and over helps. And she's definitely been a really, really good leader for us. This is only her second year playing. She was captain, but she's definitely a really good team mom. She is organized.
So I was going to say, kind of taking that captain role to a whole new level. Most interesting personality on the team?
Oh man, I got a couple. Let's start with Nicole Healy. I am certain that I didn't know what Healy's real voice sounded like until the beginning of this year. She has about 45 different accents she uses. She speaks in animal noises. Her barks, and you don't even know that it's not a real dog. She's a very interesting kid, real interesting. She's a weirdo, just such a weirdo. Other one would be freshman Kendall Simmons. She's another one I'll catch in the middle of practice, and she'll be dancing, rolling on the ground. A really good example is one right here.
You can go as fast as you can. Go fast.
So, if there was a situation where somebody, the team or an individual was stuck in a foxhole, and you wanted somebody who was a good companion or who had MacGyver-like skills that could maybe help you get out, is there somebody that would fit the mold for that one?
I mean, I would definitely have to go with Carolyn Keel. I think that she would figure out a way to outsmart the hole. She would figure out a way to get us out. She's pretty trustworthy. She's a smart kid. And probably good for a few laughs, but she would definitely figure out a way to get us out of some kind of foxhole.
So you got a variety of bus rides during the course of the year, and who likes to nod off the most when you hit the road?
Oh, Emily Johnson will be asleep in 5 seconds. She definitely doesn't do well on buses. She gets a little nauseous, and she sleeps through everything. We have loud music, loud movies, and she's just out cold the whole time. She wakes up, it looks like she's been sleeping for 3 days.
Now, we took team and group photos last week, and during one of those down moments, there was a little bit of dancing going on. So maybe to start thinking about who's the best dancer on the team.
The best dancer. Well, I feel like the team probably would not vote for Olivia. We like to rag on her for that. Her dancing skills could be a little bit better. I think Haley. Haley definitely has the best dancing skills, along with Sarah Sissia. But I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% on this, but the dance that they did at the beginning of the year for Midnight Madness or the fall kickoff, I'm pretty sure was fully choreographed by Haley. So I think she's pretty impressive.
Spectacular. again, going back to the bus, you mentioned the movies. Who's the person who takes the lead and picks out the selection?
Betsy, assistant coach. She comes up with the greatest movies. It's always a good variety. We've got Disney, we've got serious, we've got inspirational. We usually go with Disney, but she comes up with some good movies. Lindsay, too.
Have you seen Daredevil on the bus?
I have not.
I recommend that one.
All right.
A lot of unique pregame rituals. Anybody that you see that has one that stands out, or one or two that stands out in terms of what they do before the game.
Our captains. I'm huge on in the pregame when they go and speak to the officials. I really want possession. The way women's lacrosse works, if you win the coin toss, you can pick a side, or you could pick if you want possession. I always want possession first. And that's if there's an offsetting foul, and usually it works out. And they practice the coin toss in the office or in the locker room beforehand just to see who's going to call it. If it goes wrong, we always blame Olivia. If something goes right, we assume Olivia wasn't involved. So, good times.
There are a lot of good times, and you see this team in a variety of different settings. Are there any moments or observations, things that have just been really comical that have stood out during the course of this year?
I mean, they're, in all seriousness, like, they are the reason that this job is so amazing. I really think I have the best job in the whole world, and it's not because of recruiting, it's not because of the X's and O's, it's because of the team. And they're just an amazing group, and I credit it all to the seniors. That crew kind of built this culture here. But I'll tell you what, they're a strange group, strange group, and everything could end up being a laugh. Something that's really sticking out in my mind, I've been thinking about this the past couple weeks, is how much, I never really realized how much they actually listen to me. And it only really comes out when I say something wrong. And they remember every single time I accidentally said, smashed up a word, or said, instead of saying pudding, you're putting something over here, I said pudding, and now they only, oh, where are you putting that? And I get ragged on a lot. But it's okay, it's all in good fun because I give it right back to them.
There you go. I want to go back to the movies for 1 sec. Cinderella Man, that's another good one.
That was on the bus the other day.
True story.
Yes.
It's a very good movie.
That was on the bus. We didn't watch it. We opted for Sing,
okay,
which was also a phenomenal movie.
Well, maybe,
next time.
Maybe
Lemoyne.
Lemoyne. Yeah, there you go. Biggest prankster on the team?
Oh, Lindsay Lupicello. Easy. Senior, she's a little... but I get her back. I mess with her on April Fools. I look forward to that day every year. Freshman year, oh, that was diabolical. I did something so evil to her. I got NCAA involved. I got her parents involved. It was a really good one. This year, I got her back for, maybe, what was that, 2 years ago? She put sticky notes all over my car. And then I proceeded to drive down the road with the sticky notes. Got pulled over by campus police. Then I called them and made them clean them all up. But this year for April Fools, we scheduled a team meeting at 9:30 a.m. on a Saturday. The entire team knew that we weren't really going to have a team meeting, and then we called Lindsay at 8:30. No, Lindsay, the meeting's at 8:30. You have to get here, blah, blah, blah. The whole team's involved. She gets here, and then on the door is like, Happy April Fools, see you during game time. So got her really good. Got her in a really big bind because she knew, she was like, it's April Fool's, but like on the off chance that I'm wrong and I don't show up, like I'm a captain, Yep. Got her real good.
So on the flip side of that, last question for you, who would you say is the most serious on the team?
Bree. Bree Grady. We rag on her a little bit because when she was a freshman last year, Betsy and I were like, is she gonna smile today? Like, does she like us? And now she's a little bit goofier, but she's definitely a very serious person. I think it's a little different off the field, but she gets to work. Another person I think, and I think, again, I'm sure it's different off the field, but I think Sam Cozzolino's a pretty serious kid, and it might just have a lot to do with she really just wants to get a lot of work done here when we're playing. So she's pretty serious.
All right, well, that's your inside look of the Owls here this week. Next week, we'll talk about Senior Day, amongst other things.
Sounds good.
And good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right, have a great week, everyone.